He about to tear the roof off.
The other team's already worried about stopping you, MP.
Welcome, sports fans. Thanks for joining us. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. With Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. And joining us on the sidelines, another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. Now a look at the stats for Miles Bridges.
And you can see the surge in his level of confidence lately just by looking at that true shooting percentage. It's been moving straight up in the past 5 games. I think he's feeling it.
So let's take a look at the Charlotte starting lineup. A bit forward, it's Miller and Bridges. Then it's Williams. Then it's Trey Mann. And it's Micic in at the point guard position. And for the Lakers, the guard spots filled by Russell and Reeves. Rui Hachimura out there with LeBron James. And it's Butler in at the center. We are right in the middle part of a long season, GA. As a player, how do you stay engaged? How do you stay focused?
Kevin, this is where the grind can really catch up to you. Easy to start feeling complacent or check out a little bit. So you got to shake that off. And I tell you another thing, your coaches will play a huge role in keeping you engaged.
Here's Mann. Driving inside. And the rejection by LeBron. Outside Butler. And he banks in the layup. Butler's got the opening field goal of the game for the Lakers.
And an efficient start here offensively, working it inside for the easy 2.
Pass to Mann. From deep. Rebound by Butler. And it's Butler with the ball. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. This team is on quite a run. They're in the midst of a 14-game winning streak.
You have to give a ton of credit to not only the coaching staff for having their group prepared to play nightly, but also a ton of credit to these players who have been solid with their rotations, who've been committed to both ends of the floor. Their depth has been apparent. This is a formidable team right now.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
And here are the Lakers. Hey, DB, we don't see a lot of them, but from what you have seen and heard, what can the Charlotte Hornets do better to improve their overall game?
Well, I think one of the things you have to look at is what are they doing successfully on the offensive end and what are their weaknesses? One of the weaknesses is drawing fouls and getting opportunities at the free throw line. To me, Kev, the best teams do a good job of getting easy points, whether in transition or at the charity stripe.
For Charlotte, they've gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Miller against Hachimura. Miller, no luck.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
Reeves can't hit. Charlotte's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Mann with it, defended by Reeves. Williams, that's good.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
The Hornets have gone 2 of 6 from the field. Miller outside from 11 feet away. The putback, it's good on the putback.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Butler against Williams, and it's Butler missing.
I'll tell you, most of the time this guy's going to finish that, but that was tremendous defense that prohibits him from completing the play.
Miller, no up.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Butler sends a screen for LeBron. Drills the three-pointer.
You see there's a hesitation to close out too hard on LeBron. They don't want to see him get downhill, but that three-point shot is on point.
You know, it's inevitable that a player's physical abilities diminish over the course of a career, but the thing that stands out to me about LeBron James is that he never lost his insatiable drive to win. Guys, if anything, he's gotten stronger. Here's LeBron following the three by Charlotte. On the wing, Reed lets the three fly, and LeBron James with the three. James has got 6 points.
You've seen late in LeBron's career much more emphasis on that three-point shot, really extending that range.
Now, here is Miller. We saw him with 19 points his last outing. Shoots from the baseline. Again, the Hornets score.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches. Well, the advantage they have right now is largely based on his play. What an outstanding night.
It's Miller on the wing. Pass to Micic. 46 seconds left to play in the first quarter.
Oh, man, you know he'd love to have that one over.
Here's Butler. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
I'll tell you, this guy is proving to be a problem for the defense. In this quarter, he has been special.
Now Williams. Williams, a screen on Hachimura. Here's Miller. Here's Williams. And it's Williams with the jam.
And you can put Miller on either side of that pick and roll action. He has a terrific IQ.
Good on the three-point shot. And that's 13 points for Butler.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
And here is Bridges. Last game we saw him score 32. Williams has a screen for Bridges. Off target from outside. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. Back right after this. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Los Angeles.
Well, they haven't wasted any time getting into a groove from deep, putting up and hitting a healthy amount of three-pointers thus far.
And they've also shown dominance in the paint so far tonight, really putting the work in down low.
So on the floor for Charlotte to start this second quarter. Smith is out there with Cody Martin. Then there's Miles Bridges. Then it's Nick Richards. And it's Green in at the 3, the small forward. Here's Green after the made shot from Butler. Smith outside. Shot clock at 6. Over Russell. Smith no good. And so it's Butler with it. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. They lead by 8. That's the biggest of the game. And now the latest from our reporter David Aldridge.
Hi, Kevin. Well, the Wizard in the last time out against Dallas played phenomenal. He picked up 39 points and was a force on defense, knocking away shots every second he was on the floor. Incredible effort on his part. We'll see if tonight means more of the same. Kevin?
Thanks for the report, D.A. Greg, phenomenal effort by him in that last game.
He willed the team to victory through his talent and through that competitiveness.
Let's give credit to his teammates for continuing to find this guy. They knew he had the hot hand, and they were willing to ride it all night long.
Again, the miss by Smith.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Butler passes to Russell. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. The second effort, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
Lakers shooting their first free throws of this game.
And the season numbers for them at the line thus far are really poor. Something I'm sure they are making a point of emphasis.
And eventually, every player, GA, has to grapple with age, realizing they've lost a step or two against the young fellas. And sometimes that is a very slow realization.
Oh, it is, Kevin. Hopefully, by that point, it's less about financial security and more about prolonging the inevitable, simply for the love of the game.
Lakers leading by 12. Outside Butler. And he drops in the way up off the glass. Butler's got 21.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Russell against Smith. And here's Miller outside. It's good. The assist that time from Smith. And now that's 11 points from Brandon Miller. To the left wing. Christie kicks to Russell. Shoots the three. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Russell's got the lead up to 14 now for Los Angeles. Charlotte has gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. On the wing, Miller.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Outside for Martin. Here's Salon. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That one on Davis. The Hornets have shot just one free throw earlier. 1 for 1 in the game. The first one falls. And Los Angeles with some changes. James checked in for Anthony Davis. Hachimura comes in for Christie. And it's Austin Reeves in for Russell. The Hornets also changing it up. Trey Mann comes in for Cody Martin. And it's Micic in for Smith.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Hornets trail by 15. Miller outside. He's looking for Williams and finds him. To the inside. To the middle. How's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
What a great pass from Brandon Miller, just understanding how to put it on time and on target.
And you know, Brandon Miller may not have the experience Doris so far in the NBA, but boy, does he have a feel for the game.
And Kevin, that to me is something you can't teach. The ability at a young age to read situations well. He can mix his pace. He can create his own space for his shot. The game has already seemed to slow down for this young guy.
And that makes it 2 3-pointers in the quarter so far and 4 for the game.
James finds Butler over Williams, and it's good off the back of the rim and in. 27 points for Butler.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Miller outside. Miller with another miss. Los Angeles leading by 14. Here's Butler. Good, and the assist goes to James. Butler's got 29 in the game.
I love to see LeBron James work hard to get his teammates going. This guy is focused on everyone feeling good.
Miller, that's for 2. Miller with another miss.
Well, the defense flat out awful right there, and he couldn't punish them for their mistake.
And through one half, it hasn't even been close. Los Angeles on top, up by 16. 2K Sports, back in a moment here in Los Angeles.
Please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot. They're thinking about the shot. So close. Give it up for the participants.
Howdy, folks. I know you've all been clamoring to find out how the Rookie of the Year race is looking, and we are not letting you down.
These first-year guys, very impressive so far. Now it is, who can sustain this level of play?
And the key is to follow your routine. Strength, conditioning, I'm not going to say diet because I'm not on a diet, but all the things you weren't thinking about when you were in school.
Now let's talk about that lopsided first half. Obviously, a lot of work to do for the Charlotte Hornets.
You can do everything else, but if you don't take care of the boards, well, you know what I'm going to say.
Your goose is cooked? You're in hot water? Any of those?
Where were you born, Ernie?
And that is it for halftime, folks. It is back to Kevin Harlan and the crew for the second half.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. We're seeing a tremendous game from the Wizard.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You know, as a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute, and this guy has done just that.
And so it's Russell with it. He brings it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. 16-point lead, the largest margin in the game. The guard spots filled by Russell and Reeves. Butler out there with James. And it's Hachimura in at the small forward. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. 4 on the clock. Here's Butler. He trains it as the shot clock ticks down. Butler's got the first bucket of the third here for Los Angeles. Hornets trail by 18. Pass to Williams. Here's Mann. Williams looking over the floor. Williams a screen from outside the arc. Good, nice play there from Micic.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Charlotte's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight, 5 of 12. Back to Mann. And Butler sends it back. And that's out of bounds. Charlotte will retain possession. Davis is checked in for Los Angeles. Christie comes in for Hachimura. Right around a minute and a half played here in the third quarter. Clock at 2. Mann gets the bucket.
And not just the score, Miller conditioned as well, showing great vision on that play.
Lakers leading by 13. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thanks very much. Austin Reeves went undrafted, but his success comes as no surprise to him. He says, "I've always felt like I belong." It goes back to childhood. His mom once asked him, "Is this confidence or cockiness?" He told her, "They're basically kind of the same thing." Kevin, back to you.
That's something else. Undaunted. Hey, David, thank you. Los Angeles has gone a very strong 4 for 5 from three-point land in the ball game. And slam dunk by Butler.
What you love about D'Angelo Russell, he can impact winning with both his scoring and and his passing.
And the Hornets with possession here. Following the bucket by the Lakers. Miller with a wide open look. From outside, off the mark.
Well, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
Pass to Davis. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. Christie kicks to Davis. Wants to get it to Butler and does. And another basket for the Lakers.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
And so here's Charlotte, trailing by 19. And so it's Charles Lee calling timeout. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team.
It's time, everyone. Let's hear it for your Lakers girls.
Angeles with some changes. Christian Woods checked in for Butler. Vanderbilt comes in for Christie. And Vincent subbed in for Austin Reeves. And then for Charlotte, and here's James. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. And on the court for Charlotte as we start the fourth. They've got Cody Martin. He's out there with Smith. Josh Green is out there with Nick Richards. And it's Tyson in at the fourth. Now Smith. Greg, we see the NBA fining players for certain actions or statements.
Multiple offenders are always going to be under the microscope, Kevin. Sometimes they end up playing into those expectations, so those punishments can appear a bit skewed. Yeah, the defender all over him.
And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for Los Angeles.
And they're playing beautiful basketball right now, racking up the assists by playing so unselfishly, just finding the open man.
They've also been scoring on the break with how difficult it is to get buckets in the half court. Anytime you can push the ball in transition for easy ones, that's big time.
That one is no good. Here's Green. Down low. Here's Tyson. And Butler sends it back. It's rebounded by Charlotte. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Martin up top. A three. Good on the triple.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the D.
A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. LeBron outside. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
And there's the foul. It'll go on the Wizard. That's his first foul. Every year, Doris, the NBA has a few points of emphasis they want to make. anything you'd like to see emphasized?
Yeah, I think, Kevin, one thing that has to happen is we have got to give the defense a greater chance to succeed. We've tilted the game too heavily in the offense's favor, meaning too often at the rim there's foul shots given for marginal contact. I think the defense has got to become more involved in the outcome of games.
Beyond the arc. Rebound by Butler. Butler's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Drives to the hoop. Good on the bucket. Butler's got 42 in the game.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
Nice pass in here by Charlotte. 6 on the shot clock. Williams, a screen on Russell. Micic. His 3-pointers off the mark.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A 3-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Big group substitution here for the Lakers. And so often we'll hear talk about how many rings a great player has. Doris, do we emphasize that maybe too much?
I think, Kevin, first and foremost, a great player is great no matter what. This is a team sport, and a player doesn't have control necessarily of the parts and pieces behind him or the organization within which he's trying to succeed. Titles matter, certainly, there's no question, and it's great fodder for fans, but it's not how I define a great player.
Reddish finds Butler, and he makes good on the layup. Butler's got 18 points just in the second half.
Yeah, they're rolling right now. That lead continues to grow.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
Pass to Williams to stop the run, and he lays it up and in. 8 points for Mark Williams.
That pass had to be thrown not only in the right spot, but at the right time.
Here's Butler. Again, Los Angeles.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
Going for that shot in that situation is something that isn't going to help the offense.
And in a way, by taking that one, he's bailing out the defense. It's just too easy to stop.
And here's Miller. He'll bring it up for the Charlotte Hornets.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for Los Angeles.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And so checking out their record tonight, that'll mark win number 32 overall.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Butler.
Efficient productivity. You love what this guy has given to you on the offensive end.
They get it back. There's Miller with the 3. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Williams.
And with his diverse game and 6'9" frame, Brandon Miller can score in bunches. And on nights like tonight, it's really hard to get someone to match up with him. Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
No question. They've got hot at exactly the right time. Clutch play on a team level.
And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And, boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Olden, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. So long.
Right, MP. They can't stop you.
They're a good team, but we got you. So we're going to win.
Showtime, MP. True ballers only.
Hello and welcome to Saturday night with the NBA on 2K Sports. An exciting game on the way. Along with the all-star team of Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, I'm Brian Anderson. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for LeBron James.
And when you look at his offensive output over the past few years, it seems like other teams have figured him out and have his number now. He's having to put in a lot more effort on the offensive end, but without producing nearly the same results.
And a look at the starters for the Spurs. Sohan and Wemby are the bigs. Paul and Castle comprise the backcourt. And it's Johnson in at the three. And for Los Angeles, Russell and Reeves teaming up in the backcourt. Rui Hachimura is out there with James. And it's Butler in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And Grant sitting at the midway point of the season now. As a player, does it feel that way? Or does one half drag on more than the other?
You know, I'd say the back half can feel a little bit longer. Whether it's games of consequence that magnify things, or for teams lower down, maybe the season drags on at the end.
Outside Johnson. Butler against Wembanyama. Over Butler, and he sinks the 11-footer.
Nice work from the mid-range. This team encourages Wembanyama to look for his shot.
All right, let's throw it over to Allie, who has a report on MP.
Hey, Brian. This is a highly anticipated matchup between two MVP hopefuls, and MP knows they've got their hands full with Wembanyama. He told me, quote, the things he does at his size are unbelievable. You guys have watched him. Everyone knows that Victor is a problem.
He certainly is. Although MP presents his share of problems as well, Allie. Now here's Reeves. A nice shot by Butler.
Yeah, you want to get him going as soon as possible. great way for him to start this game.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, if he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out.
If you get open, Paul will find you. Chris has the best vision in the game.
James passes to Russell. Here's Butler. Over Wembanyama. Butler can't get it to go.
Well, when they're playing off you, you have to make them pay. And he couldn't.
All right, on the line, we've got our insider, Shams Charania. What do you have for us, Shams?
Thanks, guys. Well, the Spurs with some experienced additions, bringing in Chris Paul and Harrison Barnes, their mentorship is likely just as valuable to this young roster as their contributions on the court. And with legendary head coach Greg Popovich, they're creating an environment for growth in San Antonio. They're really building things the right way, guys.
All right, Shams, appreciate the report. Here's Castle. He's covered by Reeves. Wembanyama, screen on Russell. Paul finds Johnson. 6 to shoot. Sohan outside. Over Reeves. And the shot no good, a bit short. The Lakers have gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Count that bucket. Butler's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Well, what a quarter he's had. You can tell he's in the flow. They should be looking for him every possession.
And out of bounds, the Lakers will take it. And a chance to check out our Rookie of the Year list. Some incredible talent entering the league. Well, you look at Butler, right in the thick of this season. He is the guy when it comes to Rookie of the Year. What a year he's having.
And this is the type of player you have to be excited about. There's no question he should be at the top of the Rookie of the Year rankings.
Well, no debate here. He's running away with it and looks poised for big things to come.
Branham's checked in for San Antonio.
Lakers foul. That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Outside Johnson. To the inside, Wembanyama. Oh, Wembanyama throws it down.
And Wembanyama can dunk it basically just standing up. You gotta keep him out of the paint.
Stan, when you talk to others about Keldon Johnson, one of the things you hear is that he's a natural leader.
Yeah, Brian, look, the intangibles with him are off the charts. This is a guy that got on the United States national team because of the kind of person and player he is. He leads by example every day.
And a moment now to hear the latest news from Shams Charania. Shams, what's the story on the Brooklyn Nets?
Hey, Brian, they got an adaptable combo forward in Jeremy Grant, and now he's added a lot to his repertoire offensively over the years, but hasn't lost any of that length and activity that first earned him a place in this league. Really, any team could use a player like Jeremy Grant.
Good stuff there, Shams. Thanks for keeping us in the loop.
Yeah, he's a fearless player. I mean, Sohan not afraid to give up his body to give his team a better chance.
Collins, he's checked in for San Antonio. Jones comes in for Chris Paul. And so it's Russell who brings up the ball for the Lakers. It's an understatement to say they're on a roll. They're coming in on a 15-game winning streak.
Well, just to be able to be on the call and see these guys in person is a real treat. They've been the talk of the NBA during this streak. The question now becomes, can they sustain the focus and level of intensity? They are looking quite comfortably in control, so it's going to be interesting to see.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Well, the Wizard in their last time out against the Hornets was outstanding. He picked up 54 points, and that was a season high for him. And he had a memorable game. These coaches and fans are still buzzing about it. Just incredible. What's he got for an encore? BA?
Outstanding, thanks. Impressive ability to carry his team to victory, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., I was really impressed. They wouldn't have won the game if it wasn't for his attacking mindset and will to win.
Yeah, and we're likely to see them go to him early on. See if he can't replicate that performance.
And the Spurs with possession here, following the score by Los Angeles. Outside Johnson. Collins a screen. The three ball. The shot by Johnson, no good. And it's the Lakers' ball. They're on a 14-6 run. Pass to Vincent. Now Butler, covered by Johnson. Butler against Johnson. Can't hit the turnaround jumper.
He'll probably hear about that shot selection when he gets back to the bench. Maybe not their best option.
And it's blocked by Butler. Left side, Davis to the paint. Butler against Collins. Butler can't get it to go. Johnson on the wing. Beyond the arc. Counted from distance.
Well, with his skill and confidence with the ball, if you put him in position, he'll reward you.
Well, a good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. It's Los Angeles. They're up by 3. Let's take a quick break, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. What do you guys think about Los Angeles here in this one?
Well, there's no reason to take risky shots when you can collect points at the rim.
Yeah, they've made a point to get inside on this defense, and it's been working like a charm early on.
So, on the floor for San Antonio, Castle is out there with Trey Jones. Then there's Zach Collins. Then it's Harrison Barnes. And it's Mamukelashvili in at the 4. Collins, no good. Los Angeles leading by 5. James passes to Butler. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. Los Angeles shooting their second free throw attempt on the night.
First team foul.
The free throw is off from Butler. Stan, you were a longtime coach in the NBA, one of the most demanding jobs on the planet. Just how much is required time-wise from an NBA coach?
Well, it's a lot of time. I mean, it's all day, every day, 7 days a week in season. But look, let's put it in perspective. It's not like we're out there running a jacket.
Now that's a visual I'd like to see from you, Coach. Spurs trail by 7. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute to play. Here's Jones, and no good, trying to use the glass. For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 3 to begin the second. Here's Butler, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Butler's got 19 points.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense.
Jones feels it out. Collins outside. From the arc. That's in. Coming off an assist from Jones. Collins has gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Los Angeles leading by 6 after undergoing 3 ankle surgeries in 10 months in 2020 and 2021. Coach Zach Collins has bounced back amazingly.
He really has, Brian. And the injuries have really been the only problem for Zach Collins. He's got size, skill, and toughness. This guy is a very effective player when he's healthy.
His story is inspirational.
It is indeed.
Pass to Barnes. 6 on the shot clock. To the middle. And then it's Collins with the dunk.
And he brings this game a little closer using a huge one-hand slam.
That's a great way to get your team back into it. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Well, LeBron James last season set the record for most all-star nods in NBA history. He said, quote, "I'm blessed to do what I love and just to try to give back to the game that's given to me over 2 decades. Long ago, I exceeded anything I ever dreamed of being in the NBA. Everything else is just extra credit." Brian?
Thanks, Allie. And Greg Popovich has called timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Changes for Los Angeles. Vanderbilt's checked in for LeBron. Christie comes in for Reeves. And Russell is subbed in for Vincent. Russell against Paul. Wembanyama, screen on Russell. Inside. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a three. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Lakers ahead. They lead by 1. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
That's some bullshit. How the hell they get that damn close?
We're back again. Welcome. It's that time again to take a peek at how the mid-season power rankings are shaping up. How much weight do you put on the power rankings against the actual standings?
I know a lot of folks like to analyze the stats, but in terms of teams' true power, wins and losses are the only numbers that matter.
Well, height and weight are pretty important numbers too, not to mention rings. I got you dominated in all the numbers, Kenny.
Well, we're not talking about any of those numbers right now, big fella, as normally you're just bringing it back to you.
Now let's take a look at this San Antonio Spurs game, which has been very competitive.
We need a department store intercom. Attention all ballers, attention all ballers. We have a missing defense. Paging the defense, paging the defense.
That was pretty good, Shaq. You might have a future in retail.
Shaq, to register 4, please.
Thanks for joining us. Time to head back over to the third quarter with Brian Anderson.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Russell and Reeves teaming up in the backcourt. LeBron James out there with Rui Hachimura. And it's Butler in at the 5. That's the Laker 5. Down low. Floats one. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. And he recovers it. Here's Castle. Wembanyama screen. Just 5 on the clock for the lead. Out to the right wing. Here's the 3. The shot by Sohan, no good.
Well, 4 failed attempts to start this half. Not what they wanted out of the locker room.
James, that's good.
And that's where LeBron loves to operate. Close to the bucket, in the high percentage area.
Paul looking over the floor. Pass to Castle. Now Johnson. Over Hachimura. San Antonio again can't hit.
Scoreless in their first 5 attempts since halftime. It's getting ugly.
And that one's good. James.
Forget his age. LeBron is still one of the strongest players in the league.
Outside Johnson. San Antonio again missing. Los Angeles leading by 5. Here's Butler. And it's good for 2. Butler's got 23 points.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Johnson against James. Pass to Castle. Spurs need to get one up here. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Just a superb read on defense to come up with the block.
Amazing indeed. And getting stops like that only encourages them to keep attacking on the offensive end.
Vincent's checked in for the Lakers.
Number 7, Gabe Vincent.
Los Angeles has gone 3 of 3 from outside here in this one. Coach, when you watch Wemby, it's not the height that jumps out. It's the way he moves with that height.
Brian, I've been around the NBA a long time, and you think you've seen it all. But when you see someone with Wembanyama's size and the things he can do, his ball handling, his shooting range, the way he moves, blocking shots, this guy is one of a kind.
Feels like he's emerging as the face of the NBA soon.
I think that's what we all expect.
And so it's Paul who brings up the ball for the San Antonio Spurs. Still looking for their first bucket of the second half. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
Another miss. He is struggling for the quarter.
Now here's Hachimura. Here's Butler. Off target from the wing. Outside Paul. Pass to Johnson. And he can't stop the drought. Another miss.
Well, he just doesn't have it right now. It's as simple as that. And his team is struggling as a result.
Woohoo! Just great work cashing in on the fast break.
Well, converting on those transition opportunities is just so important.
And we've got a timeout called by Greg Popovich. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here.
Heading to the court, the Laker girl, Mason Lawrence.
Davis, he's checked in for Hachimura. And with today's switching defensive style, versatile wing players are tremendously in demand, Coach.
Yeah, well, position now, Brian, comes down to who can you guard. And guys that can guard 3, 4, 5 different positions, those 6'7", 6'8" guys are often able to do that, and they are extremely valuable.
Vincent passes to Butler. Good work there as it goes. Butler's got 6 in the quarter.
And this is what you want to do when you've got a big lead. You must stay aggressive.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
Collins a screen. To the inside. And Butler with the block. Johnson against Davis. To the middle. Here's Butler. Misses from short range.
That's a defender doing just enough to cause a miss on the layup.
Barnes in the post. Butler covering to stop the drought. And Butler with the block. Reeves the pass to James. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. James has got 9.
This run has been fueled by their Matador defense.
Offensively, it's been a struggle for them.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
Outside Jones. Takes the 3. Drops in the 3. Jones has gotten himself on the board with a 3 there. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers in a good situation, up by 13 points to close the quarter. They've had incredible success defensively, taking away good looks and pressuring shooters. We'll be right back with you shortly. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist to the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that, Don. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
Wow, that was an absolute masterpiece of an assist. He knew exactly when to deliver the ball, and it made for a beautiful score.
Okay, fans.
Here's with some changes. Butler's checked in for Anthony Davis. Hayes comes in for Vanderbilt. And HWLRADIO. Subbed in for James. So on the floor for San Antonio, Paul and Castle comprise the backcourt. Sohan and Wemby are the bigs. And it's Johnson in at the small forward position.
There were questions about Wembanyama's strength coming into the league. No problem with the contact here.
And it's Butler with the jam.
He may give up a little size, but has the bounce to hold his own.
Spurs trail by 13. Outside Paul. Inside. Here's Wembanyama. HWLRADIO with a rebound.
Well, he's more than comfortable in the mid-range, but you can't make them all.
Butler with the bucket.
And he was dominant in their last outing. And the same thing here tonight. He is in a terrific groove right now.
Yeah, for sure. He is just oozing confidence. Thinks every shot is going in. They should just keep running sets for him.
Here's Johnson. The Lakers with a rebound. Reeves has got 4 rebounds now. Russell to pass to Butler. And it's Butler with the jam.
Gotta love how they've just maintained their intensity, even when they're this far up.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, just protect the ball, make smart decisions, don't give them a chance to get back in the game.
Sohan. Pass to Castle. Wembanyama, screen on Reeves. Castle for 3. The Lakers with a rebound.
And the distance between the point totals for these teams tells the whole story. Just a fantastic effort, and you have to give it up for the Lakers.
They made a point to get some good looks.
Yes, they were able to pound the ball inside. I love it.
And they're getting ready to notch their 33rd win of the year.
And with this victory, they have an edge in the season series at 2-1, with one more game to follow against this team.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for the Wizard.
Well, the defense he played is what jumps out to me. Did a fantastic job to bother shooters, and he's got the blocks to show for it.
San Antonio has gone just 1 of 6 from downtown in this final quarter. Outside Paul. Pass to Wembanyama. Oh, it's stolen by Butler. Can't hit that one.
Los Angeles. His third personal foul. Third team foul.
27 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. Here's Branham. Pass to Collins. And it's blocked by Butler. They retain possession. Clock at 4.
Zach Collins. 3 points.
And here's Butler outside. So we see the Lakers taking the W here. Well, this might not have been the most competitive game we've ever seen, but you've got to appreciate their masterful performance.
And I'm sure their fans appreciated it too. We saw the outstanding defense and a loaded offensive effort, and they were just dominant out there.
And that'll do it, folks. For Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. We hope you enjoyed our broadcast. So long, everybody.
They really thought they had a chance tonight.